had an argument with a good friend of mine. Their perspective is totally different. And I don't understand their logic. But that doesn't matter. They understand their logic. And towards the end of the argument, let's call it a fight, I was hurt. I'm very sensitive. I'm very, very, very sensitive. To the point where I may turn the comments off on the channel at some point. But I digress. When I went to sleep, I would toss and turn because I felt the argument. And the next day, they reached out and said, "Hey, hope you're okay." And I was not. I washed the argument off in the shower. And, did a spiritual shower. Like, okay, fuck this shit. Fuck this. I don't need this. Fuck this. I'm good. Wash it off. Wash it off. It's not of me. Boom. I'm good. They reach out and then say, "Hey, how you doing?" Boom. All the flood comes back in. Alright. So I'm still sitting with it throughout the day, and they make another comment that doesn't make logical sense to me. Their logic doesn't matter in relation to their perspective or my perspective. It did not compute. So what I normally do is I go into the tarot universe and I look for solace. Not solace. I look for answers to help me navigate getting out of this feeling. Sometimes it takes a few readers, and one reader said, look at why you're bringing these patterns into your world. Another thing was, and this speaks to finding your humility. The humility aspect is what hit me. It was I want to use the word epiphanific. I don't know if that's a word. It helped me reach the epiphany that in order to release my painful sensitivity to this energetic static was to just say sorry. At first, I was like, they're wrong, they're bugging, fuck this, I'm out. And I couldn't find a response. Every time I went to respond, it just didn't feel right. But my humility, my humbleness, just apologized for me making them feel away. Apparently, I did something to make them feel away, and they made me feel away. Now, I don't expect an apology in return, but it was the epiphany of humility. See, the thing about reflections and projections in this holograph is that we're all on different levels. And when you get into magic, you start to have something in your bag that nobody knows about. You start to, at least on my plane of it, you start to know that you're magical. You know that you're walking amongst mortals. Some would say muggles. You know, it's like you know something that they don't know. You know that you can bust a cloud or make wind move. Whatever my friend is going through has nothing to do with my particular reflection. However, I am bringing that particular reflection into my world. I don't want to think it has anything to do with me, but it has something to do with the level that I'm on. Everything that we're experiencing is the reflection of our current level. For whatever reason, for whatever storyline or point of existence we chose to land into this plane, it's a reflection. I go into tarot to look for what I am doing, what I'm reflecting, where is my story and why. I'm bored of love at this point. I'm bored of even listening to tarot. But I find myself digging into trying to find answers of what I'm reflecting in my spirit, or what messages the spirit has for me. Like these fucking dogs barking in the background. What is that about me communicating this, that they want to be noisy? I crack open Psalms and I do bibliomancy for answers, and it was evident, I get one little sentence. It is the reflection of him. Okay. So it's not my shit, it's their shit. However, I'm bringing their shit into my reality, so it's a portion of my shit. The paradoxical nature of fractal holographic mirror universe, as above, so below, in, without, up, down, left, right. We dance in this game, playing the game of life. It's exhausting sometimes. I'm not at my highest level of biorhythm right now, and it can get painful and overwhelming. So I'm taking a moment to share about reflections. I have been doing some mirror magic. I don't know. It's a basic manifestation of I am beautiful. When I look in the mirror, I am gorgeous, bitch. Right? And I feel it. And I know it. I feel the things that I'm manifesting pulling slowly into my world. I feel them coming in closer and closer. I know that. I get impatient that it is like coming in like sledge, because I'd rather be somewhere else, but I have to remind myself to vibrate high. I notice that when I vibrate higher, shit comes to me faster. When I eat better, shit happens better. Like, it's weird. Like, Like when I eat like a Puritan, like miracles happen. And I've tried all these little manifestations, when you walk out your door, the portal of your home, say I'm ready and open to receive the miracles, show me them, like all these little things that you can do, and then I forget to do it, they fall by the wayside. It is a practice. A practice. I admire... Now, are these fucking bats? These must be bats. They're not flying in formation. And they're like all scattered. They don't fly in flock to a destination. They just kind of like scatter around each other. Anywho, okay. So, where was I? Fuck. I lost my train of thought. The bats got me fucking bugged out, because there's so many of them. Anywho, the miracles come, and the practice and the steady practice of magic, you will see more miracles. There's at least, 100 or 200 of these motherfucking bats. I see them come out when the sun starts to set, and they kind of float around towards my window, but now I see where they're coming from. Okay. They're far away from me. Anyway. Like, okay, fucking Dracula ho. Okay, so the practice. I admire Frater Xavier because he said, no matter how fucked up I feel, I will practice. He's like serious ritual sort of magician. The first sort of one that turns me on into this world to make a actual physical change in my reality, to the point where I saw, like, oh, okay, I can do shit. I mentioned that before, but who knows who's watching. Anywho, the practice making perfect, the practice every day, the creating the ritual of staying within the vortex of magic is what makes the miracles happen. And you will see the reflections reflect because you're met vibrationally with your shit. So, I talk about how I've been doing the protection. Okay, that's cool. I've talked about sex magic resulting. Okay, that's cool. I've been doing some other type of, or dabbling in other type of things with like the Holy Guardian Angel and calling in understanding of more contact. A lot of that has been resulting in animal contact. Like animals kind of like staring me dead in the eye, like facing off, or when I wake up there'll be something, or right out my window, directly outside where I'm looking, there'll be an animal, sort of like these fucking bats, like, golly, there's so many. Okay, yeah, so these are like the, with the Holy Guardian Angel stuff, I've been, like raising my vibration, like there's just little elements to do, to practice, and it's kind of like, what's this guy's name, Jim Quick, Jim Quick has all these like brain exercises and smoothies you should drink and exercises you should do in the morning to get your blood flowing. Or Tony Robbins says, do this when you wake up. So, all these gurus have their rituals on how to get right, and that's cool, but it takes hours and hours. So some bats are going around in a circle. They are doing some formation thing. Amen to the holy guardian angel. I don't know if amen's the right thing to say. Amen, 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 ra. I don't know, but you know what I'm saying. The more I dive into ritual, and it could take me 2 hours in the morning, and I still haven't even gone into my exercise and into my smoothie regimen. I'm kind of consumed with spirit ritual right now. But finding your practice, at the end of the day, whatever it is, just finding your way to create a vibration and your way to commune with nature, with the spirit, with whatever you're trying to do. Just create I feel like I'm going to take a picture. Pause. Okay, if I'm still recording. Okay, good, I'm still recording. So just find your niche of practice. I guess that's the best way to put it. I've looked at these middle pillar things, or lesser banishing, greater banishing. I don't quite understand enough about it to jump into it, and that's serious, like, okay. But I will say, when I did start doing, I was trying the lesser banishing ritual, just like, let's see what it does. And here's another bird kind of staring at me. Oh my God. So, I stand in, you stand in a circle. You don't stand in a circle. You kind of do these movements with yourself. You go around in a circle. You do the movements. You say the words and the names and these other things. You can look into it. But what I will tell you, and I get a lot of number synchronicities, but the number synchronicities I was getting were only fours. I was for'd out. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Everything was 4. And I would copy it. For a month I was getting 4s. So it was doing something. Maybe I'll look back into what it's supposed to do, but I know it's supposed to sort of clear your energy, period. And I guess I would like to clear my energy so that I can create a space for the good energy I need. But anywho, these are reflections, and obviously right now the universe is talking to me through bats, and there's I don't know what this red bird is, kind of in direct line with me. How often do we see red birds? Red bird, blackhead, yellow beak, just sitting there with me. Anywho, these are the reflections. And when it comes to nature communicating with you in reflection, it's confirmation. It feels good. It feels fulfilling. It feels powerful. But like in the movie, not the movie, the series I was watching, American Gods, there's nature, and then there's the tech. And as we live in a tech world, we need the money. We need the dough, the plata, the l'argent, you know what I'm saying? And, wow, these bats are hovering over my life right now. There's maybe 300 of them. They're coming from everywhere. Oh my God, like they're having a fucking bat convention. Are these bats? Yeah, these things ain't flying like birds. They're flying like gnats. You know how gnats kind of like just buzz around each other in circles. Like there's two hives of gnats come together. Wow, this is amazing. Where's my camera? Okay. Wow. So now I hear seagull sounds. Could these possibly be seagulls? Yeah, maybe. Seagulls. I'm not even by the water. I don't know seagulls to fly like this. I don't know. Okay. Nature is bugging me out. Okay, now this red bird has moved to the ground. Alright, so yeah. There's the nature, which is confirmation. It feels soul fulfilling. It feels like, okay, God is with me. You know, like V for Vendetta, God is in the rain. Like, I feel it. Okay. Good. Fine. But then there's the thing about calling in our actual, like, you know, like, alright, move me through this universe in the way that I have to move through. And, like, the way that happens is still through God, and it comes in the form of people, and people take on these angels. People take on demons too. You know, it's kind of like the Matrix, where Smith will make Smiths appear out of anybody and anything, and that can happen on the negative polarity and the positive polarity, and both have happened to me. And that can even be in the form of the same person. When somebody's not, I don't want to say not, but when they're like a muggle or a mortal, just like a mere mortal, they can, you know, take on whatever chooses to work through them. So, I don't know if I've made sense in terms of these reflections, but the reality appears to you through how you are. And that's clear to me based on how I am right now. So, yeah. I'll take this as my own advice to hone into what my practice is going to be, because it has been a bit scattered since I figured out the Master Protection Ritual. And I have a few more days of that. But what is going to be my, like, everyday routine to get me right, to ground me out, to move forward, to receive my miracles in every moment, because it does become like a lucky leprechaun sort of vibe when you have your spiritual shit together. And that's the holograph that I want to use and that I want to be in, rather. I want to be luck. I want to be gold. So, yeah, there you go.